welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, please go ahead and click the subscribe button below. I'd love it if you would subscribe to me. I upload every Sunday and Wednesday. So today's video, hopefully that sound in the background doesn't really bother you too much. It's actually my whole neighborhood decided that they would mow their lawns today or something like that. It's a Saturday and I get it, but I'm trying to film, you know, and I've been trying to film for like the past hour. So today I wanted to do something a little bit different for my channel. I wanted to do sort of a paranormal story time. This isn't a paranormal story time per se, but it's going to be my first paranormal video. If you guys like this video and if you want to see future paranormal story time videos, please leave me a comment below letting me know because I love that. I personally haven't had any paranormal experiences. I'm gonna knock on wood behind me here, but my mom is like, she was uber haunted. I don't know if you guys watch Liole. I love Liole. She does a lot of paranormal story time videos, and my mom, I feel like, was haunted like her at one point in her life, and she has a lot of story times, like stories and experiences that she's told me about. Paranormal story times, experiences, movies, anything like that, I'm like loving. Like, I'm obsessed with that stuff. I love watching paranormal story time videos. I love horror movies. I blame it all on my mother because she's told me all of these crazy ass experiences that happened to her. So for today's video, it's going to be, I'm going to be telling you guys about this viral story time that's happening on Twitter. It's pretty much in real time because this guy's going through this experience right now. If you guys want to follow him, his username is Moby_dickhead, and I'll just leave it somewhere here. But you guys just have to read the story or watch Lile's story time. I just was inspired to make my own. I told my mom about the story just to see, like, not even to see if she would get scared. I wanted to see what she thought of what is happening to this guy. And she gave me some great advice to pass on to him. So his name is Adam, and if you're watching this video, Adam, I really hope that you take some of this advice because I've told my mom what you have done so far as like saging your apartment and doing the salt thing, and she said that does not help. She's had a very similar type of experience. Well, not even similar to that. I mean, like, how do you have a similar type of experience to what you went through? So she's had cats in the past and they've done this sort of thing, so she knows like the signs to watch out for. She hasn't had quite the experience that you've had with the little boy sitting on the chair. Oh my gosh. I wanted to tell you guys a little bit of history beforehand before I get into the video and letting you know what happened to this guy and my advice on the situation. So basically, my mother grew up in the Philippines, and in the Philippines they really, most people believe in the paranormal world. It's something that they really and truly believe in. They have witch doctors in English. I believe in Filipino they're called quack doctors. I don't even know how to explain this, but like, say you get cursed or like bitten by like a demon in your sleep or anything like that. I know that sounds so weird, but if that happens to you, like, the quack doctors or the witch doctors are the ones to help you in that situation. And yeah, like a lot of Filipinos believe in the paranormal, especially in the Philippines. Everybody is super superstitious, and just like a lot of crazy stuff happens there. When you believe that strongly in something, you're bound to attract those type of things to happen to you, you know? So there's abats. I don't know if you guys have heard of those. If you're familiar with anything in the Philippine culture, you must have heard of those abats and white ladies. Those type of things, everybody pretty much believes in that. So coming from a country and a culture that strongly believes in that sort of thing, it's taught a lot of people how to keep that stuff away from you. Right, so on his Twitter, he basically has his whole story. He basically has his whole like experience about the whole situation. So basically, he was visited by a little boy named David. He has a dent in his head. It's so creepy. He actually drew a picture of him. I believe he's like a comic artist, so he drew like this amazing depiction of what David actually looks like or looked like to him. And basically this girl had visited him in his sleep, telling him that you can only ask David 2 questions, and if you ask him the 3rd one, David will haunt you and try to kill you, something like that. And he ended up accidentally asking him a 3rd question. So this ghost has been, or not even ghost, I don't even know what he is, but he's been haunting this guy ever since this experience. His cats will meow at the door and look really scared every night at midnight. He's heard stuff at 3 a.m. like so he downloaded this app on his phone to track his sleeping and everything like that. It records everything around you, and at 3 a.m. there's always like this like high-pitched electric noise sort of thing in the background. So that's really creepy. Just a bunch of like creepy stuff happening to him at this point. And yeah, so yeah, if you guys didn't know, the veil between us and the paranormal world is the thinnest at 3 a.m. so it totally makes sense that he's hearing some sort of like feedback noises at 3 a.m. It's so creepy. Like, I can't even imagine what he's going through. I don't want to imagine what he's going through. But basically my mom did send me with some advice to tell him about, hopefully to pass on. So this is happening to you. What you want to do, the first thing is you want to call a priest and bless your apartment or house or whatever place that you're living in. You want a priest to bless the area with holy water, because even if you don't believe in, so even if you're not Catholic or Christian or whatever and you don't believe in that sort of thing, this is like pretty much one of the only ways to solve this problem. So I suggest you just do it. Okay, everybody watches those movies about like exorcisms and stuff like that. They're always performed by a priest with holy water, all of that stuff. We all know that. So that is my first thing that I suggest you do. So she said definitely not to use the Ouija board. Do not try to make this any worse than it is, because it's going to get worse if you do that. So she also said something about a broom. In their culture, in the Philippine culture, we have these like straw brooms. They're called like a Willis ting ting. So it's like a straw broom. You want to leave one of those up by your door. So let the priest bless your house, put one of those by your door. And I don't know what the significance of that is. She never really told me. She never explained further, but she did tell me to do that, and that helped her in her experience. So do that. And also the paranormal, this type of thing, bad omen, bad spirit, whatever you want to call it, is scared of the color red. She did mention the color red, and she said that you want to change your bedding, your pillowcases and everything to be the color red, because that is what she's had to do in the past, and it worked. So I don't necessarily know if she had a bad spirit following her or if it was a good spirit. She said she just did not want it around, and then this is what traditionally what they do in the Philippines whenever something like that happens. So yeah, change your bedding to the color red. So Adam, you had a lot of advice given to you on Twitter. I read like comments and stuff like that telling you to move and everything. This thing might follow you wherever you go until you do all of these things that you need to do. Try them out. I don't know, hopefully they work. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this paranormal video. I always edit my videos at like 2 or 3 in the morning, so hopefully this doesn't freak me out too much to edit. But I hope you guys enjoyed. If you want to see more paranormal experience, paranormal story times, any of that, please let me know, and I will see you in my next video. Bye everyone.
Show you what it is. I was birthed up top, I was raised at the bottom of the map, where the girls all thick and the hottest rap. If you're looking for the good, and we got them in a trap like took it from